Says the link is not working. Hang on. Get them a new link. I think we should be good to go. There we go. All right, I'm going to give you guys the link to the YouTube. Hello, Josephus.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good, good. I just posted the link to the YouTube if you want to put it on your social media so that people can watch.
Word.
We're ready to get started. 1 minute.
Cool. Who else is joining us today?
It is you, Black Atticus, and Asia.
Nice.
And Asia, you go by Asia T.
Sorry, it was so much going on. No, I go by Asia May.
Asia May.
I just put T on Facebook because I don't want my daddy's side of the family finding me.
Wow.
You know, you got to protect yourself.
Oh, alrighty then.
All right. So I'll announce you as Asia May. And Black Atticus, how would you like to be announced? It's Joseph Woods or Black Atticus?
Just definitely about a stage name is fine.
All right. And Josephus, you need me to call you the third, right?
No, Josephus is fine.
All right. Well, let's get this party started. Welcome everyone to the Black Poet Laureates July version of First Sunday.
Word. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, happy to be here.
For all of those who are watching or will watch later, the wonderful poet laureates that we have with us are new. This is their first year in office, and so I'm really excited to have them sharing words and conversation with us today. So we have the poet laureate of Greensboro is Josephus. And we have the poet laureate of Knoxville is Black Atticus. And the poet laureate of, Asia, you're gonna have to help me. What city are you?
Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Hmm?
Did you say Atlanta?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, Charleston, that's what I thought. Okay. Poet laureate of Charleston, South Carolina is Asia May. So everybody, strap yourselves in. We're going to do a little bit of a round robin, have everybody share about 3 poems tonight. And then also, we're just going to share some thoughts on what's going on for you and your world now that you all are the poet laureate of your city. So I'll start with just a question. How does it feel?
I think it feels good. It's a positive thing, to finally be recognized by your city for the work that you do. I mean, everybody wants to be validated. And I think this position is an excellent way to validate, artists that have been putting in the work to grow the art from a spoken word and poetry in the city. So it's just a great start to a great year for me personally.
I don't know, it's still kind of surreal for me. I often feel like I just turned 30 like last year. So I often feel like a baby in a lot of these spaces. So it feels like my first big girl job, if you will. And I feel very honored and like privileged to be able to represent my city in this way, and that the poets here trusted me to be their representation. So yeah.
Uh, yeah, I feel the same too. Like it really hasn't set in yet. Lots of congratulations, and it's also followed with the question, yeah. So what does that mean? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna find out. So it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. I heard about it. And Rhea moved so fast. She was just a blur. So it's just like, but it was interesting because it seemed like, you know, you know, like you were still doing what we always do, right?
Right.
But then now the concept of now there's going to be, you know, more support behind it and what that looks like. I'm eager. I feel like it's good to feel like there's something to learn now again. Like really, really sit back and take notes and be a sponge for real. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. And like he was saying, it does feel great to have your work recognized in circles and that you may or may not have even stepped into yet. So
Right.
that's cool, man. I love it. Ray.
Wait, did we lose you?
Oh man, I've been sitting here
She's been,
talking
she's been
and
talking
I was
on mute.
muted. Okay. So like I was saying, all over America, Black poet laureates are being named. How do you think you are going to use the space as a Black poet laureate?
Mm.
Mm.
I think.
Oh,
Go ahead, Asia. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you were fine. I feel like we were just like we got a little lag.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel for the most part we're gonna do what Black people do, and that's like build community. It's natural for us. Even the fact that we have like a Black poet laureates channel, it's just a testament to the fact that like we want to get together, we want to know each other and grow and build across. So I think it just gives us more like a more niche connection, to be able to do things and go see each other and spread what we need to spread into other spaces. I think it gives us a little bit more ease in doing so. And I feel like for me personally, it's there's so much to learn. And I'm grateful to be able to be in this particular group and learn from people who've been doing this thing and seeing what they want and how I can help to further those missions as well.
Mm.
Okay.
I think a lot of the work that we do, period, is going to be just continuing to expand the art form and show people what can be done with it. I think as Black artists, it's going to come naturally, like Asia said, to kind of be who we are. And I think just the fact of people seeing us in this position, representation is always a huge thing. And so just seeing the fact that there are poet laureates that are Black, the cities are recognizing, is phenomenal. Just for people to be able to aspire to be a poet laureate in their city is going to be huge. But I think that each of us are already doing a ton of work. And I think that this title is going to not only accent and highlight, but also assist us in getting more funding and more support behind the things that we're doing.
Mm. Yes. Can y'all hear me? Hello?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I personally, I really feel great about getting a chance to finally exercised some ideas that I think, of course, went beyond just, hey, another open mic, something else, really, really being able to feel like I got some support for, ideas that require resources, ideas that really require, getting past city ordinances and just getting kicked through some new doors. I will say that the first thing I was most excited about was getting to join this collective, this Black Poet Laureate, network. As soon as Rhea told me about it, it just, I was like, oh, get to join the hive mind, and I'm always excited about, I like dope art, period. I don't care who made it, as far as that, race, religion, color, size, creed, gender, I don't care. If it's dope, I like it. But as far as the emphasis in Black voices telling these stories, I do have a very special spot in the heart for that too. And so to see that grow and rise and know that it can influence just other kids, just like I was influenced by, Black voices in arts, like, Yasin Bey, formerly known as Mos Def, and Talib Kweli, and all of them, just seeing like just voices that look like me, really, really played more of a factor than anything else I've seen. So I know how important it is, for people to see themselves, being extremely creative, so glad to play a part in that and really be in a position. I'm proud of Knoxville, to pick Rhea and then pick me right after that. I'm like, that's really progressive. I'm surprised.
Well, I want to take a moment and make sure I give space to the greats that have joined. We have Terry E. Carter, who is Poet Laureate Emeritus of Medford, Massachusetts. And I also have Kaniki Jakarta, who is Poet Laureate Emerita of no, not Richmond. Hold up, I'm gonna mess it up. Alexandria, Virginia. I was like, that's not right. So yeah, I just want to give space.
Yeah, it's Virginia though. It's Virginia. So
wanted to make sure I gave space for those two amazing poets and the baby.
And a future laureate in a training. Selah. Say hey, Selah. Say hey, y'all.
Hey, Selah.
Hey, what's up, Kaneki?
Hey.
Love it.
So cute.
Terry got visitors. All right, well, we are going to open up the floor for some poetry. And I'm going to let Asia go first.
Ooh, okay. Said 3, right?
Let's just start with one. We're gonna do like a round robin.
Okay, perfect. So I write a lot about love. So each of my poems, they have that general theme, but they're just different types of love. So this one is called Song of the City, and it is more so about the workers of Charleston. The day begins with a held breath. A swell of symphony teases the air as the 6 a.m. light on the Ashley Phosphate Bridge serves as conductor, and we rumble with a slow and steady hum. We, ever restless, await our cue, the opening chords laying fertile beneath our tires. The brass section takes over and a chorus erupts, our voices carrying from staff to staff as we prepare to add effects. We blend in the swift inhales behind dumpsters and company vans with the whirl of break room coffee and the creak in our plastered smiles, accumulating in crescendo with the ring of that first bell, ending in good morning. This song of our city, of hour plus commutes and cloak shifts, this is the song that labors and lullabies long after closing time, even when it's too faint to hear.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I love that imagery. Makes me want to come to Charleston. All right, all right.
I love your voice.
Oh, thank you. I be trying.
All right. Yeah, at any point, anybody who wants to ask a question, you can go ahead and type that in the chat on YouTube, or If you're in the Zoom, you can type it. Definitely show a ton of love to the poets because they are dope. Next up, we got Black Atticus. You're muted.
That would help, wouldn't it? Okay, it goes. I always thought it was funny how sun rays always manage to find our Kool-Aid stains and reflect them off our preschool faces through jungle gym swing sets and monkey bar blisters. We became invincible to cliches and the advice from our elders. Well, unless we thought it was funny, because funny means laughter, and laughter is perfect for every single occasion. Had snaggletooth smiles striking like weapons of mass jubilation, reminding us that somewhere between the potty training and refraining from responsibility, we messed around and grew up. Not old, just up. Up from the holograms used to expand up our shoes as we did the Roger Rabbit dance, to finally understanding what mom and dad meant that whole time by saying, boy, you're lucky if you ever get a second chance. And if you get a chance, try and believe in that thing they call love. Like love, love. Love into living is as easy as listening to Sade, Stephen Mugabe, Nina Ella, Etta, Donnie Hathaway. Wait, till it vibrates through your day like a big echo in small hallway, till I love you like mommy and daddy should have always, but it won't always work out that way, now will it be? Sometimes love can be found in the veins of those who don't even share your blood. And sometimes you don't need your arms to give a hug until Sun Tzu's moon glow and freedom includes you until the day you pay me back that money I loaned you meets the day I could care less about some money I loaned you, till they admit they illegally tapped my phone too. So nothing was wrong with our connection. We've all been roaming, surfing, searching for a perfection that has been resting behind our eyes this entire time, our spotless minds shining eternally through our smiles, till we can sit down and be blinded by them a while, until time combines our style and we dare the world to bite it. So we demand more bowls of life, because like Mikey, we like it, we like it. Mama said love until Eeyore gets excited. And then Papa said, now I'm gonna need you to believe. Believe until your hair stands on a handstand and you feel like you can't stand it. Till you get somewhere, drop the apostrophe T and tell me how you can stand it. So there's no third world on the third rock from the sun of this planet. So our presidents are no longer descendants of Jed Clampett, until you realize that you are a fresh coat of change and tomorrow is your canvas. And you two were meant to be together like peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich, until everything you've ever taken for granted is granted and all access pass. And to your utmost appreciation, to you're nothing more than a walking, talking, breathing weapon of mass jubilation.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Indeed. All right. How y'all feel about that? Terry says the flow is crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I always love doing this because our voices are all so different. And we get to see that greatness that across the spectrum of the writers and laureates all over the country. All right. Next up, Josephus.
Word. Yeah, I couldn't try to get my phone off mute. Grab my laptop. So they tried to bury us. Whole 6 feet deep, surprised to see my black fist apart from the soul. They tried to drown us. But later, this bliss tried dropping us on the mountaintop. They know that we could swim. They know we could fly. They're alive when faced with the truth. I mean, think about it. If the world turns, the sun ever really stop shining? Does success ever truly know defeat? You see, we are the epitome of opportunity. Optimism incarnates, a sonnet, Moses' staff, part in the Red Sea, a line in the sand, the power of prayer. It set me ablaze. Forgot I was a phoenix. You see, they are trying to kill us daily. We just keep creating new ways to live. Branches extend toward the heavens. See me blossom. Seizing scats of wind. We grow like weeds, like roses from concrete. We seek only light, but grow in darkness through stress and strain and time and pressure and heat. We be diamonds. Reminds me of a shooting star. The reality is actually falling from the sky. Black man shot down in white tee, but we make a wish anyway.
That was good.
That's beautiful. That's
Oh,
beautiful.
man.
I want that T-shirt too.
Appreciate it.
That reminded me like of a good meal, and the way that you pause. You know how you pause for flavor, like to taste something. That's right. That was good. That was good.
I
Oh
appreciate
man.
it.
Okay. All right. So, um, you all mentioned having the support for projects. I'm interested in knowing what types of projects do you have in mind?
So one of my big projects for the city that I'm working on, I've been doing this thing called a poetry field trip for the past 2 years. And it's basically exactly what it sounds like. You know, growing up, we all went to see the symphony, we all went to the zoo, we went swimming on Friday. There are all these field trips that were mandated, you know, by the school that we participated in, depending on what grade we were in. And so for the past 2 years, I've been developing